It looks like the stock market is very interesting today. So right here we have AMC. Okay, this is actually one of the stocks that the Wall Street Bets on Reddit is talking a lot about. Okay, previously there was a very big whole saga on it, but right now it seems like it's on the move again. Okay, so you can see that even pre-market right now it's already up 30+%. Okay, pre-market means that the market hasn't even been trading, right? The market's not even active and price is already higher than where it was last night, and not just higher by a small amount but higher by a very big amount. Okay, so if you go read the news, you can see that there are a lot of reasons, right? If you are a subscriber of this channel, I don't really care about the reasons why a currency or a stock pop. What I like to do is I like to take a look at the charts, I like to break it down, and I like to look for opportunities to trade. Because after all, if we are going to be trading it, then we need to know the key levels to focus on. So in this short video, what I want to do is I want to break down AMC. Okay, I want to give you my advice on whether I feel that you should be buying AMC or not. Now, as a disclaimer, right, I'm not a financial advisor, right? Please manage your money, right? Please do your own due diligence, right? I made the title a bit clickbaity, talking about all in on AMC, but please do not do that. Okay, please do not do that. Please always raise money that you can afford to lose. Okay, because if you want to trade, then you're not going to be right 100% of the time. Okay, you're going to be right maybe 50% of the time, maybe 60% of the time. Now, anyway, back to AMC. So right here, you can see that I am on the H4 chart. Okay, so one thing to note about AMC is that there's actually been a volume build up. Okay, so if you trade stocks, you will know that volume and price is very important. If price is rising and the volume is rising at the same time, this means that the move is a good move, or rather is a true movement. So you can see that right here, just when it was starting to break out of the highs, you can see that there's a pickup in the volume right here. So I'll just draw it for you right here. So you can see that there is pickup in the volume, which is a good sign. Now, on this day right here, or rather on this candle, you can see that this was very high volume and this bar right here closed right at the top. Okay, so there is no bearish pressure at all. Okay, and there's no profit taking. So you might ask, how do I know this? Well, just look at the fact that there is no upper wick. Okay, so if you were to zoom in, you can see that price opened here and closed here, and it closed at the high. Okay, so this is a very good telltale sign that this movement is a true valid movement. Okay, it's not a fake out, it's not some play by the institutional players to squeeze you out of your positions. Now, more importantly, there is another high volume candle right here. Okay, so I've talked about this tactic before, this strategy before, whereby you actually just box up the high volume bar. Okay, so in this case, the highest volume bar will be this bar right here. Okay, just box it up, and what you can do is you can just plot the two lines. Okay, plot the base and plot the high. Okay, so this bar represents where all the trading volume is. So very simple. How do you know whether this is bullish or bearish? Very simple. This is the high volume bar. If price breaks below the low, then it's bearish. Of course, if price breaks above the high, then we are bullish. Okay, it's quite simple. Now, let's carry on looking at the volume. So after this high volume bar, okay, I think a lot of people got really scared, right? Because they don't really understand how to read price action. So they probably took their profits fast. Okay, in fact, if you were to buy somewhere here, then by the time price comes somewhere here, you are already in quite good profit and you probably will have locked in some profits. Now, look at this candle next. Okay, this candle right here, you can see that this is a low volume candle. Okay, so what this is telling you is that this is actually a low volume pullback. Okay, and low volume pullback is a very strong sign that this trend is intact. So traditionally, if you were to trade the stock market, what you like to see is you like to see an uptrend, something like this. Okay, something like this. You like to see a up move and then a retracement down, a up move and a retracement down. Okay, and in each of this retracement down, ideally, what you like to see is that you like to see volume going down, meaning that volume drops, right? There is no selling pressure. And this is what we are seeing right now. Okay, in fact, if you were to look at this bar right here, okay, this bar is higher than this bar and the volume is higher. So this entire retracement down is pretty weak. Okay, it's pretty weak. So for this reason, I think this is a very good stock that you could potentially look at. Now, the problem is that as of the time of recording right now, the pre-market is 41.33. Okay, I think this trading view is not as accurate. So it's somewhere right here right now. Okay, let me just plot it out. It's somewhere right here now. Okay, so it's pretty high. Okay, so if you want to trade this, please be careful, right? Please wait for a good setup. Ideally, I do not know how the market will open, but you could potentially look for something like this. You know, let's say it opens here. It opens somewhere here. Just wait for the retracement. Look for a candlestick pattern within this zone. Okay, you can buy anywhere within this zone. And of course, if the low is broken, if this low right here is broken, so you can perhaps enter like that, put your stop loss below. Okay, if the low is broken, then this trade is no longer valid, and okay, this whole setup is no longer true. Okay, so you shouldn't be holding on to your losses. So I hope this is useful, right? As a disclaimer again, please do not go all in. Okay, please apply proper risk management. Okay, do something like 1 to 3% of your portfolio. So if you have $100,000 in your stock account, right, just raise anywhere between $1,000 to $3,000 so that, you know, if you get it wrong, it's not a big deal. Okay, so let me know if you have any other stocks that you want me to look at, because I think the stock market right now is very interesting. The currency market's not too interesting as of this moment, so I'm just looking at some stocks to potentially enter and trade when the US session opens tonight. If not, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.